Hello and good morning. We'd like to present to you this morning RB Premium Picks by Project Link. Project Link is comprised of 4 web developers. The first being Akash Thakar, bottom right picture. He's based in the Chicago office. Mark Skelton, upper right picture. He is based in the Wisconsin office. Dan Raymer, upper left picture. He is also based in the Wisconsin office. And myself, Travis Corbett, bottom left picture. I am also based in the Wisconsin office. Hackathon 2018, we just want to extend a thank you to RB for affording us this opportunity. As you can tell, we've had a great deal of fun just putting our minds together to build out an application that we feel will present a solution to you. Project Link. Why did we choose Project Link as our team theme? If you hearken back to the days of Legend of Zelda, Link was an explorer / hunter to find Zelda in the game. He is looking, hunting down, trying to get to her, just as we are trying to hunt down and build opportunity for Ritchie Brothers as a company. That's why we felt this was a great theme for our team. The resources we utilized. The asset data came from the EDW warehouse. The buyer data was mock data and built up throughout the development of our application. The seller data was also mocked data and built up throughout the development of our application. The technologies we used. Vue.js was our core technology for our front end. Node.js was our API technology. MS SQL, of course, is our EDW data source. And Couchbase is our NoSQL data store. So what is RB Premium Picks? RB Premium Picks is a buyer-focused sales platform. What does that entail? The buyers define what their specific asset needs are. And how do they define those? By a very specific set of facets that we have used based on the RB systems. What that affords is sellers can then pursue buyers and pursue them with confidence because their asset is going to exactly meet the buyer's needs because the buyer has defined those based on the specific criteria that match those assets. It removes the time and geographical limitations. So a live auction takes place specific time in a specific place. This platform is going to remove that barrier to entry. It leads to global participation from sellers. Because it isn't defined by a time and place, a seller from anywhere can pursue a buyer from anywhere. It then squarely puts the power to choose back in the buyer's hands. So how does this bring value to Ritchie Brothers? Ritchie Brothers is excellent at live auctions. It is where they have built their foundation, and we are looking to build upon that. We want to extend the live auction experience. By entering into this new marketplace, we feel this is a new area that could bring new revenue and growth to Ritchie Brothers. By matching buyers to assets, as I described before, based on a very defined set of facets, buyers are matched to an asset that a seller has, and that seller can then pursue the buyer. And it will build seller confidence because their asset matches the facets that that buyer is looking for in an asset. So they can have a higher confidence that that item will sell. And it also affords them the opportunity to set the price that they want to present to the buyer. Now we'll move into the demo. And the first developer that I'll pass this off to is Dan Raymer.
As a buyer, I want to be able to easily find an item. After logging into the system, you will land on the My Request screen. Here you will see tiles that have a badge that contain the number of offers from sellers that have been received that meet your search criteria. To create a new request, you can quickly fill out the wizard we've created. To create this, we used RB and Ritchie Specs facets to help aid in matching buyers to assets. I will do a quick walkthrough here of creating a new request. So if I'm searching for some construction equipment and I'm interested in a new crawler tractor, I can go ahead and select the construction from the industry. For my asset group, I'll go ahead and select that crawler tractors group. And I'm very happy with Caterpillar, so I'm going to go ahead and choose them. So as you can see here, I've selected all the selectors here that help me to limit down to my model, and I can also choose to leave them more loose and do all of manufacturers or all models, but that's very just up to your own preference. So I'm going to go ahead and set the budget to $75,000, and I can have anything between the year of 2011 and 2018. So I can go ahead and just submit that request. And as you can see, that request saved successfully. And now we have our new category right down here, and that's our new search. And at that point, sellers will be notified, and it will fire off notifications that potential sellers can get a hold of you through this application, and you can then work out a deal and either accept or decline offers they can make. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at that. So here, as I want to check out this one I've made, the other day about vehicles and buses, pickup trucks. So here you can see a couple Fords that have matched my criteria. And when you come to this screen, you can see the asset information as well as seller information. So what these can do for you is help give you more confidence in purchasing an asset. As a fully developed application, the user would be able to select an asset and maneuver to a detailed listing page for the asset and have the ability to select multiple offers and do a comparison. There are two actions that can be taken as the buyer. Firstly, if the buyer sees the offer they feel does not fit the criteria, or they have a seller that may not have a good rating, they may choose to decline the offer. As you can see here, there's some seller information with a seller that does only have 2 out of 5 stars. They've only sold 14 similar listings, and you may be a little uneasy about accepting that offer. At that point, you can decline that, and as you can see, it's now no longer in the list of offers for this category. So, alternatively, you can select up to one or many of the offers, which would transition to the buyer to the contract finalized sale page. This would then drive the buyer to the remaining offerings that RB has. This wraps up the demonstration of the buyer workflow, and I will now pass it off to Mark, who will speak more on the seller experience of Premium Picks.
I'll now demonstrate how sellers can use Premium Picks to proactively hunt down buyers for their assets. As a seller, I will sign in. Once I signed in, I see my assets listed. Some of the assets have a badge at the top right indicating a number of potential buyers for the asset. I'm interested in selling this grain dryer, so I'll go ahead and get some more details about these buyers. Once that is loaded, you can see that each buyer is given a star rating. This rating is calculated by taking the number of similar purchases per year for each buyer, with precedence given to those with the most number of similar purchases per year. These top 3 look pretty good, so I'll go ahead and send each of them a notification. Once the notifications are sent, each of these buyers will see my equipment in the offers section that Dan had previously demonstrated. We'll now go on to Akash to talk a little bit about the APIs used in this project.
Hi judges, my name is Akash. I work from the Chicago office and mainly alongside with the Wisconsin CKH team in the CDH project. And this hackathon was a nice occasion for me to come down to Wisconsin and work with my teammates. Yes, so in this particular project, I worked on backend stuff, making Node.js APIs, working with Dan and Mark to handle APIs for them, and whatever they requested was something that I implemented using Node.js and Couchbase. We did have an issue with the EDW data where we didn't have enough images or no images in the EDW data alongside the asset data. So I wrote a script which would basically take the model and the manufacturer name and go to Google and download the first 3 images we can find on Google and then assign them in the data store, which is what is being used in the demonstration you just saw. All the data was not good. We had to filter out a lot of data because it was automated script, but we could not expect much out of it. Back to you, Travis.
All right, thank you, Akash. I appreciate it. And I just want to again thank Ritchie Brothers for the opportunity to present to you today. And I hope you enjoyed our demo of RB Premium Picks. Thank you.